Tonight, the controversial Fairness in Girls Sports Act faces an uncertain future as Republicans want the state to require athletes to participate in school sports based on their biological sex. Both sides argue discrimination, but for different reasons. Fox 45's Keith Daniels joins us live now with an update on this. Keith.
Well, Maxine, as you know, that same legislation failed in the session last year, and tonight it could be one step away from the same fate, despite the continued drive for survival.
It's a Republican-driven proposed piece of legislation struggling in Annapolis to remain alive. Up this week for a committee hearing, Senate Bill 588, the Maryland Senate version of the Fairness in Girls Sports Act. Senator Justin Reedy,
because I think we need to protect our girls in sports.
The Republican from Carroll and Frederick counties, a co-sponsor of this legislation last session, who also supports it now.
Let's not play politics with our sport, with our young ladies and our young men and their athletic endeavors. Let's just be sure we have boys competing with boys and girls competing with girls.
The bill would require interscholastic and intramural junior varsity and varsity athletes to compete on teams aligning with their biological sex rather than their gender identity.
I'm not going to say that every single person that does this is a bad person, but it is clearly not fair. It is clearly a disadvantage athletically, and it's also, frankly, it's just not right.
The House version of this bill died in committee, voted down. Delegate Kathy Shalaga, the Republican from Baltimore County, the bill's sponsor, on Fox 45 News Monday, vowing that she will continue to fight for what she calls fairness for girls.
There is a lot of momentum for this issue. This battle is far from over. We know that 23 states have already passed this bill. A few others have dealt with it through regulation and through their school boards.
But opponents, including the director of Trans Maryland, believe the proposed legislation amounts to nothing more than another form of discrimination.
I think, when we're talking about this issue, we really want to see equity in sports, and that means participation along the identified genders, just like we have with race. We don't have black and white folks. We have a spectrum of race, so gender is also a spectrum.
Well, the people being discriminated against are the girls who have had to fight for generations to get to the point we are now.
And the debate goes on. Now, that hearing is scheduled for this Wednesday, the Senate's Education, Energy, and Environment Committee, 1 p.m. this Wednesday. We'll keep you posted. We're live tonight. Keith Daniels, Fox 45 News.
I'm Kai Jackson. Thank you for watching. Here's another video to watch. Also, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel.